1 second.
In this slide I told you, what did he do? He took one radioactive source जहाँ से alpha particles निकलते हैं. Alpha particles are, what is the charge of alpha particles? Positive. And he bombarded a gold foil there. Now this bombardment that he did, we will see it over here. Let's assume this is a thin gold foil. Okay, thin है एकदम gold foil. अब तक हम लोग क्या मॉडल जानते हैं? प्लम पुडिंग मॉडल तक जानते हैं. So अभी उसने bombarding शुरू किया. Bombarding मतलब क्या? Hitting. So he took one ray and he hit it. आ गया? हाँ. एक रे गया. कैसा गया रे? Straight. Next ray भी straight. Third ray भी straight. Fourth ray भी straight. Fifth ray भी straight. Sixth ray देख कैसा गया? Tilt हो गया. See? Seventh ray also. Can I say it got deflected? Eighth ray also got deflected. Ninth ray also got deflected. Again 10th ray is going straight. 11th ray is going straight. So maximum number of rays are going straight or are getting deflected? Maximum number of rays are getting straight. So most alpha particles went through the foil undeviated. Do you agree? Some of the alpha particles got deflected little bit. मतलब उसका ऐसे जाना था लेकिन इतना एंगल से वो डिफ्लेक्ट हो गया. Some alpha, very small fraction of deflected from their original path. Correct? And how many bounced back? Only one. Only one. Only a few bounced back. Let us try to understand these observations. ये फॉइल है, गोल्ड का फॉइल है ये. अभी देख, गोल्ड के फॉइल से, गोल्ड का फॉइल जो है हमारा वो रेडी है. अभी हम लोग ये सब बाद में डिस्कवर हुआ है. मैंने सिर्फ बनाया है आपके अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए. मैक्सिमम अल्फा पार्टिकल वेंट अनडिविएटेड. अनडिविएटेड, टेल मी, इफ positive charge come together, what happens? Two positive charge will repel or attract? Repel. And if positive negative is there, then they will attract or repel? अगर alpha particles are positively charged or not? This is how we write alpha particle. Okay? Alpha. Alpha particle are positively charged or not? So positively charged अगर है alpha particle, वो जब भी deflect नहीं हो रहे हैं, मतलब स्ट्रेट पाथ पे जा रहे हैं, मतलब वो कहीं नेगेटिव चार्ज से जा रहे होंगे, क्योंकि पॉजिटिव चार्ज से अगर पॉजिटिव चार्ज क्रॉस करने का कोशिश किया तो उसको धक्का में लग जाएगा. डू यू एग्री? सो मोस्ट ऑफ द alpha particles went undeviated. What does this statement mean? This statement means that most of the alpha particle passed through a negative charge, because that's why they went undeviated, that's why they could go straight. Some alpha particles got bounced back. Why? Because they went head on with a positive charge. पॉजिटिव में पॉजिटिव लगा तो रिपेल करेगा, मतलब धक्का मार के भगा देगा. So some very few, only 4 out of these so many lines are deflected. That means very few locations are positively charged, very large locations are negatively charged. So from here what he said was, let's see what he said. Okay. He said that atom जो होता है ना, उसमें न्यूक्लियस बहुत छोटा होता है, क्योंकि बहुत छोटा परसेंटेज ही डिफ्लेक्ट बैक हुआ कि नहीं. उसके जो शेल्स होते हैं वो बहुत सारा जगह लेते हैं, वहां से वो अनडिविएटेड पास कर गया कि नहीं. So what Rutherford said was nucleus is centrally located from where the alpha particle got deflected back. Nucleus carries a positive charge because that's why it got deflected, because alpha particles are positive, nucleus is also positive, therefore they deflected each other. Entire mass is concentrated in the nucleus. Size of nucleus is very small because very few particles got deflected. Electrons revolve in outer circular orbits. Atom is electrically neutral, and Rutherford model could not explain the stability of atom. I am coming to this later. Did you understand the first points? Did you understand his experiment? उसने experiment करके ये हमें बता दिया है that बाहर जो shells है वहाँ पे negatively charged atoms है, particles है, और अंदर जो nucleus है उसमें positively charged particles है.
The diagram you showed for
experiment,
हाँ,
from where the alpha particles were released, there were 2 white blocks of something in
does not matter about that. That is only to make sure that they go in a straight line. It's a collimator. You don't need to study about that. Now, pay attention. We are almost to the fag end of this. Pay attention. Rutherford model could not explain the stability of atom. मतलब क्या? ये न्यूक्लियस है ना तेरा? ये है फर्स्ट शेल, ये है सेकेंड ऑर्बिट, ये है थर्ड ऑर्बिट. सो रदरफोर्ड मॉडल ने बोला कि प्लैनेट सिस्टम जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स घूमते हैं. ठीक है? He said just like planetary system, electrons move around. However, he could not explain अगर ये मूव कर रहा है तो जितना घूमेगा उतना उसका एनर्जी लॉस होगा कि नहीं? तो एनर्जी लॉस अगर होगा तो वो धीरे-धीरे अंदर आ जाएगा कि नहीं? It will fall in a well. For how long can a person run? Can we go on forever? We can't. We can't go on forever. Na? Without food, water, how will we go on forever? We can't. So he could not explain that part. Apart from that, I think it is very close to modern atomic structure now. Very modern. It is something we still study, right? Now let us come to discovery of protons. मतलब क्या? अगर प्रोटॉन स्टेबिलिटी का एक और बात है कि he could not explain that इतना heavy क्यों है न्यूक्लियस. We know if there are 15 protons and 15 electrons, there has to be इसका वेट पता है, इसका वेट पता है, तो इन लोगों को टोटल करेंगे तो हम लोगों को मास मिल जाएगा एटम का. But he saw that this is not accounting for a lot of mass and the center, which is the nucleus, is very heavy. Rutherford could not explain it. So now we had to come to discovery of protons. प्रोटॉन नहीं हुआ है अब तक डिस्कवर ना बेटा. अब तक तो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स और न्यूट्रॉन्स ही हुआ है. अब तक मतलब अभी तक 1932 तक. Okay. So what is this? Mass of the atom was concentrated in the nucleus. However, on closer observation, it was seen that the mass of the nucleus is far greater than the accounted mass of proton. This led to the idea of a third electrically neutral particle. क्योंकि चार्ज नहीं होगा उसमें, सिर्फ मास होगा. Correct? So neutrons are also an integral part of an atom. It has a definite mass, same mass as a proton. 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 24 grams.
Discovery of neutrons, right?
Discovery of neutrons, हाँ. Discovery of neutrons, correct. Okay? It has no charge, so it's electrically neutral, and atoms of the same element, without you don't have this thing at isotopes. Atoms of the same element with different number of neutrons.
इसका definition है.
Definition नहीं, मैं तुमको isotopes ही पढ़ाऊँगा. You should know. If you learn in this year, next year it will be easy. So I will teach you the whole chapter any which ways. Don't expect me to teach half of chapters. I will teach full. Okay? So atoms of same element. मतलब सोचो मेरे पास 2 हाइड्रोजन के एटम्स हैं. Okay? हाइड्रोजन का एक एटम है which has 0 neutron and 1 proton and 1 electron. और हाइड्रोजन का दूसरा एटम है which has 1 proton, 1 neutron and 1 electron. ठीक है? इसका एटॉमिक नंबर क्या होगा? 1. इसका एटॉमिक नंबर क्या है? 1. एटॉमिक नंबर इज द नंबर ऑफ प्रोटॉन्स और इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. दोनों का 1 है एटॉमिक नंबर, दोनों हाइड्रोजन है, लेकिन this has 0 neutron but this has 1 neutron. So these two which have the same atomic number but different mass number or same number of protons but different number of neutrons are called as isotopes. What are they called? Isotopes. They have the same number of protons but different number of neutrons. Is this clear?
The same number of electrons and
Electrons and protons.
But they have different
Why don't we say electrons? You know, electrons देते रहते हैं ना हम लोग, exchange करते रहते हैं. Electrons का नंबर change होता रहता है. Protons का नंबर fixed है. Nucleus में बैठा है. So we say the same number of protons but different number of neutrons are called as isotopes. Now we come to the latest model which is Bohr's atomic model. Bohr's atomic model. ये है हम जो हमेशा draw करते हैं. Bohr's atomic model. Atoms consist of protons, neutrons and electrons. Protons and neutrons are concentrated in the nucleus. Electrons revolve around in orbits or shells. Okay? Each orbit has a fixed energy. That means एक orbit में एक fixed number of electrons रह सकता है. not more than that. A fixed number of electrons are in each orbit. Shell closest to the nucleus has least energy. जो न्यूक्लियस के पास है उसका सबसे कम एनर्जी होता है. And energy possessed by electron in each shell is constant. Okay? इतना कुछ जानने का जरूरी नहीं. You should know, but these things are not really asked in exam. You will be asked to draw, which I will come to later. So let us once again recap. डाल्टन ने क्या बोला? एक स्फीयर स्फेरिकल कुछ तो स्ट्रक्चर होगा. फिर थॉमसन ने क्या बोला? प्लम में पुडिंग या चोको चिप कुकी में चॉकलेट और चिप्स. चॉकलेट का केक हो गया तेरा पॉजिटिव चार्ज और चिप्स हो गए नेगेटिवली चार्ज इलेक्ट्रॉन. फिर आया रदरफोर्ड का मॉडल, उसने बोला प्लैनेट जैसा है, बीच में पॉजिटिव चार्ज है और बाहर नेगेटिव चार्ज है. कहाँ है क्या है समझ में नहीं आया.
आइंस्टाइन ने
गोल्डस्टीन ने किया एक्सपेरिमेंट, बट रदरफोर्ड gave us the model. Okay, next we came to Bohr. Goldstein experiment was for the discovery of neutrons. It was not for giving a shape. Goldstein did not give us a shape or look.
This is the shape.
These are the shapes that we have even evolution. This is the final one that we draw now. Bohr's model.
So ma'am, previously there used to be a model like this, like the ones that you said.
Plum model. हाँ, plum pudding. Yeah.
So that was discovered by whom?
Plum pudding model किसने discover
Not
किया?
plum pudding. There was like a model for red and white nucleus, and then it had circles all around it.
Show me, then I will tell you because I don't know red. अब इस red and white nucleus तो हम सभी बोलते हैं.